Leadership during crisis lessons from history's greatest commanders. Leadership during a crisis is a defining test of character and strategy, requiring leaders to make swift, often difficult decisions under immense pressure. History's greatest commanders provide timeless lessons in navigating such turbulent moments, demonstrating that effective leadership is not only about military might, but also about emotional intelligence, adaptability, and the ability to inspire and unite people in the face of overwhelming challenges. From Napoleon's bold tactics at Austerlitz to Winston Churchill's resolute spirit during the Blitz, these leaders show how crucial it is to balance strategic vision with empathy, decisiveness with collaboration, and innovation with persistence. Their actions during the most perilous times in history offer valuable insights that leaders today can apply when faced with their own crises, emphasizing that successful leadership in times of turmoil often hinges on clarity, resilience, and the ability to rally others around a common purpose. Number 8. Strategic Vision. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte's leadership during the Battle of Austerlitz, 1805, exemplifies the importance of clarity and adaptability in crisis situations. Faced with a coalition of Austrian and Russian forces that outnumbered his army, Napoleon meticulously assessed the terrain, the enemy's disposition, and potential weaknesses. He feigned vulnerability, deliberately retreating from a strategically advantageous position to lure his opponents into overextending their forces. When they fell into his trap, he executed a decisive counterattack, splitting and defeating the Allied armies. This masterstroke showcased his ability to adapt his tactics dynamically while maintaining a clear, overarching goal of decisive victory. The lesson for leaders is to anticipate challenges, stay flexible in responding to evolving circumstances, and align tactical decisions with strategic objectives to achieve success in complex situations. Number 7. Resilience. Winston Churchill. During World War II, Winston Churchill's leadership during the Blitz serves as a timeless example of instilling confidence and endurance in the face of adversity. As German bombers relentlessly attacked British cities, Churchill's unshakable resolve and stirring speeches, such as his declaration to never surrender, became a source of hope and determination for the British people. His ability to project optimism, even amid widespread destruction and fear, unified a nation and strengthened its resolve to persevere. By embodying resilience and leading by example, Churchill fostered a collective spirit of defiance and fortitude that ultimately contributed to Britain's survival and eventual victory. Number 6. Empathy and moral authority. Abraham Lincoln. One of the most significant examples of how to strike a balance between principles and pragmatism is provided by Abraham Lincoln's leadership throughout the American Civil War. However, he was also aware of the practical imperative of preserving the Union in order to guarantee the continued existence of the nation. In order to achieve both of his objectives, he was forced to make challenging choices that occasionally went against his moral attitude. For example, he delayed the emancipation of slaves in order to avoid alienating border states who were loyal to the Union. Through his capacity to manage these difficult challenges, he was able to maintain his moral integrity while pragmatically addressing the immediate requirements of the war effort. Number 5. Decisiveness. Admiral Horatio Nelson. The leadership that Admiral Horatio Nelson displayed during the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805 is a powerful example of acting courageously and making decisions at the appropriate time. Nelson rejected conventional naval tactics when he was confronted with the possibility of a decisive naval conflict with the united fleets of France and Spain. He did this by dividing his troops into smaller, more aggressive units and attacked the enemy's line in a manner that was previously deemed reckless. The conclusion for leaders is quite clear. When confronted with high-stakes problems, effective leaders must make bold decisions without hesitation, moving fast and boldly in order to motivate their teams to push forward and achieve victory, even when they are under pressure. Number 4. Emotional intelligence. Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth I's leadership during the Spanish Armada's threat in 1588 exemplifies the power of managing perception and emotions to maintain morale in a crisis. As England faced the impending invasion by the Spanish fleet, Elizabeth knew that the emotional state of her troops was crucial to the outcome of the conflict. In her famous speech at Tilbury, she addressed her soldiers directly, showcasing her courage and determination, declaring, "I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too." This declaration not only reinforced her authority, but also connected with her soldiers on an emotional level, inspiring confidence and unity. Elizabeth's ability to manage her own emotions and perceptions, projecting strength and resolve in the face of uncertainty, instilled a sense of loyalty and bravery in her forces. The takeaway for leaders is that emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and influence the emotions of others, is critical. Leaders must not only remain calm and composed in difficult situations, but also inspire and maintain their team's morale, helping them stay focused and determined despite external challenges. Number 3. Collaborative leadership. General Dwight D. Eisenhower. General Dwight D. Eisenhower's leadership during World War II, particularly in the planning and execution of the D-Day invasion, highlights the critical importance of harnessing team strengths and fostering collaboration in times of crisis. As Supreme Commander of the Allied forces, Eisenhower faced the daunting task of coordinating military leaders from diverse nations, each with its own priorities, military cultures, and strategic approaches. Number 2. Innovation under pressure. Ulysses S. Grant, General. Ulysses S. Grant's leadership during the Siege of Vicksburg in 1863 is a powerful example of relentless innovation and focus in the face of crisis. The Confederate stronghold at Vicksburg was strategically critical, and traditional military tactics had failed to break the siege. Number 1. Humility and accountability. George Washington. George Washington's leadership during the American Revolution, and later as the first President of the United States, exemplifies the power of leading by example, grounded in humility and a sense of duty. Throughout the Revolution, Washington's personal sacrifices and commitment to the cause, even in the face of overwhelming challenges, earned him the trust and loyalty of his troops. His leadership was not marked by a desire for personal power, but by a deep sense of responsibility to the fledgling nation.